offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, it should be a highly compelling matchup here tonight. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt believes he has definite advantages when it comes to the grappling, and there's no questioning his ground game. He'll pull guard, whatever it takes.
You know what I love about him? Is that for as good as he is in the Jiu-Jitsu, he's more Jacare than Andre Galvao. Because Andre Galvao was a tremendous grappler, but it never translated. Jacare was able to get enough striking to make him more dangerous. That's this guy. This guy can strike just enough to make you take notice, and then he takes you down. Once you're down, you're in trouble. He's a tremendous fighter, tremendous grappler, but fighter just enough to make you have to respect that stand.
And still in terms of the training, focused on the jiu-jitsu maintenance, right? Obviously the striking improvements have been prioritized, but maintaining the high-level jiu-jitsu that got him to the big show. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Eraser. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ilia Topuria.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was a big one.
I got to stand across the octagon from one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva, but the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst them tonight. You get to make your mark on this great arena. That hook was bad.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit.
Massive shot from the top.
Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Three minutes to go. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Takes his back now.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Topuria getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Ten seconds now to go in the round. Round two next. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Oh.
Here blocks the strike and then counters with a straight hand. Nice job by Ilia Topuria.
He's so committed to body punching.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition. Out of range with that one. Right hand, land. Shot there, DC. He is officially up.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on his feet. Oh, he hurt him again, bro. That was nice.
Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited. Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. North-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, it's tight.
Arm triangle attempt. He's got to get that elbow going forward. He's got to drop his chest to the mat.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
North-south position. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Topuria. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Topuria's has got full mount now.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Close guard. Topuria's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Look at him attacking that guillotine.
Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end. And he's out again. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Final seconds of the round. Oh, big shots here. Round three next. All right, so so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so there's the Horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway.
Ooh, what a punch. Nice, sneaky head kick.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Slick.
Side control now.
Great ground and pound by this man. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Another ground and pound strike lands.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg...
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
He pinned his arm. He's got him in a crucifix.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have...
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, somehow he got out!
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air, used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right, so that round is in the books. Topuria's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Oh, there's the single. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Getting him out here.
Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. Oh, right into mouth.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, it's tight. Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He starts to extend the elbow.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe. That was a slick transition.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly. This is a terrible position.
10 seconds to go in the round. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. Heading back to the corner now after a competitive round. And Topuria's eye is looking pretty bad at this point, DC. The cut man's going to hustle in there and see if he can work on that, or that eye might swell shut. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Nice block in the follow-up counter with the jab. Well, that one should leave a mark. Outstanding leg kick employed there by Ilia Topuria. And he's back up. And right there, the seminal blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, Jay. Hey, that uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Single leg takedown is good. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Oh, nice. North-south position.
3 minutes now to go in this one.
Now he's going full mount.
Really good job with the ground and pound. And now you can see some visible swelling on his opponent. Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Topuria. Oh, big shots raining down.
He's got to be careful here.
You gotta fight back.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. It's hard to think about a fight in his career in which he has absorbed this amount of damage. His face is essentially shut.
Unrecognizable. He's unrecognizable. That is it.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Oh, another ground strike gets through.
I'll stop this. You better fight back.
In the half guard.
1 minute to go in the fight.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. This fight is considered a majority draw.
All right, champ, the finish does not materialize for either fighter here tonight. Both fought well, and both have to settle for a draw.
Yeah, you know, sometimes no one separates themselves, and that's what you get. You get a draw. Can't be disappointed. The fighters are. But me as a broadcaster, as someone sitting next to the octagon, as a fan, I don't feel that empty knowing that both guys are kind of go away with no loss.